Hello people of YouTube and welcome back to another video. It has been a long time since I've discussed politics, over a year at least, and within a year's time we have seen the rise of Donald Trump, um, Hillary's email scandal, and her rise through the Democratic convention. We've seen a lot of shit that really, when you think about it, really disrespects the world of politics even more than it does itself. Um, Everyone knew politicians lie, but who knew people like Trump and Hillary Clinton would be nominations for the two major parties? It's almost like a bad fever dream when you start to think about it. Um, it's just amazing how over a year's time we have these two of the worst candidates in American history and one of the most fucked up political cycles we've ever had. We have never had a candidate like Donald Trump before, and we've never had someone who fucks over the country like Hillary and becomes nominated for the Democratic nomination. Like, what the fuck happened with the fucking politics in this country? It is goddamn ridiculous. Um, how? Like, why did shit turn out the way it does? And I think a lot of people have the answers, but they don't ask the question. Like, they've asked the question, but they don't ask it in a way that it makes sense. People have tried to explain why Trump is so popular within the Republican Party or Hillary, and honestly, I don't think that Trump is popular for all the wrong reasons. I think he's popular for all the right reasons. One of the reasons that a lot of Trump supporters say he's popular is because he says what they think, but they're not allowed to say because it might can be considered racist. Because it is. Trump's agenda is extremely racist and extremely uh, has an extremely amount of bigotry and racism to it. Like, his entire agenda is basically fuck everyone who isn't a white Christian. I mean, who refers to African Americans as that African American? Or my African American? Who says shit like that? Like, and don't even get me started on building the wall and shit like that. Shit like political promises that people know is not possible. Build a wall and make Mexico pay for it? And no one says, what if Mexico doesn't pay for it? Like, what is Trump going to do? Start a war with Mexico? I mean, probably. But do you really want that? And Hillary, a habitual liar. She's lied about everything. She has flopped more times than a fucking flip-flopping fish. How did these two become the nomination? I don't get this fucking country. Holy fucking shit tits. Like, I'm sorry, but the Republicans, don't get me wrong, everyone who stood on the debate stage were fucking crazy. But there were less crazy people than Trump. People picked one of the main craziest. So it makes no sense. You had a person like Rand Paul, who was a conservative, but wasn't as crazy as the others, and he dropped out of the race. Pretty fucking early, actually. And when it comes to the Democrat side, you had people who had good reputations. Martin O'Malley has a good reputation. He is a good governor. Bernie Sanders has a great reputation. Has never really flip flop on anything and doesn't really lie. He's one of the most trustworthy politicians of our lifetime. And you picked the one that lied the most? You picked the one who lied the most over the two most, Martin O'Malley and Bernie Sanders, two of the most trustworthy ones, and you picked the one who lied the most. And you picked the craziest one out of the group of crazies. It's like walking in to a crazy house and everyone's banging their heads against the wall, and you pick the one whose shit's in his hand, puts it on his forehead, and then proceeds to bang his head against the wall. You pick the one who goes the extra step to being crazy. Don't get me wrong, they said a lot of crazy shit. Like, uh, women who want abortion, and I know, I watch these fucking debates. Women who want abortion should be punished? Who the fuck says shit like this? Also, um, uh, human life starts at conception? Are you fucking serious? What do you consider conception? As soon as the fucking dump is done? Is it okay? Is it conception when the sperm is traveling down the tube, or is it conception when it hits the egg? Either way, it's still a single-celled organism. You kill the same amount of fucking cells by scratching your goddamn arm. Hey, here's my thing. Sperm is like a single-celled organism. If I masturbate and then flush it down the toilet, am I a Hitler? Is that genocide? Because that's what it fucking seems like you assholes are saying. If you're going to say killing a single-celled organism is murder, then masturbating makes you Mussolini, alright? You are fucking Stalin, alright? Every time you put that sperm on a piece of toilet paper and flush this shit down the toilet, you just drowned like 6 million fucking babies. Good job, Hitler. That's what I'm saying. See how fucking crazy? No, and none of these politicians could agree on like anything. Especially Republicans could not agree on anything. They just kept putting each other down. This election cycle is the worst I have ever seen. It was awful. Fuck me, was it awful. Just, wow. Wow. Thank you, America. We have the two worst presidential nominations we have ever had. It just blows my mind. And one of the things that people find good about Trump is he's not a politician. Wait, you want a not politician to be president? A politician. You want a not politician to be the biggest politician in the country. That's like saying because you've had a bad doctor, you're going to go to a construction worker for health advice because he's not a doctor. Why would you do that? That makes no fucking sense. He's not a Washington insider. He's not a politician. Why would you elect him to a politician job then? Why? Why? What? Why? What? Why? Why? You don't go to a fucking McDonald's employee for fucking orthodontic work. Like, why? Stupid. It's fucking stupid. Like, it leaves me fucking speechless. I'm fucking speechless when you start to think about this shit for 5 minutes. It makes you fucking speechless because it is absolutely fucking retarded ridiculous. Oh my fucking god. And the reasons to elect Trump are fucking ridiculous. Any way you look at him, you have to admit a lot of the shit he says is not only ridiculous, a lot of the shit he planned is not only ridiculous, but the fact you're electing a non politician to be a politician, a president, is fucking ridiculous. You know, at least you can say every one of the Democrat people, everyone at the Democratic debates have been in a like political position, governors, senators, secretary of state. Oh my God, Trump, he's a businessman. Are you fucking serious? And it's funny because Romney, everyone said the same shit. He's a businessman. He'll know how to sort out the country. Yes, but he was also, I think, a senator. He's either senator or governor. I don't remember, but he had politics behind him. Trump has none. None. Why would you elect a motherfucker who has no politics to his name to be the president? Knows nothing about foreign relations or the government. It's like it's like I said, construction worker to be your new doctor. It makes no sense. Wake the fuck up. You got rid of the actual politicians because they're politicians. You didn't want to elect a politician to be a politician. You wanted to elect a. It makes no sense. Rant over. Rant. It's over. No, it's over.